Hey guys, how you doing? Okay, um, you know, I notice things that other people may not notice. And there are other times people may notice something I don't. This time I just noticed something very significant about the whole border crisis issue. And it's something that I covered in one of my previous videos about decriminalizing crossing at the border and providing health care for everybody. And all you got to do is, just enter the country. And boom, you're guaranteed health care, governmental health care. Okay. Before I talk about that, I just want, okay, tell you what, I will talk about that because otherwise I may forget it. Okay. I was just watching AOC's charge earlier about the detention centers being concentration camps. I mean, come on. Please. Nazis rounded up people to enter the facility. These people who are at the centers were not gathered. They came here. They came here. And the Border Patrol had to put them somewhere. Someone breaks into your house. It's a crime to enter this country illegally and cross the border rather than going through legal channels. And they said, well, what happened to Ellis Island? Well, Ellis Island, it was done legally. Yeah, they came in on boats and everything, but they went through the legalization process when they entered. There were the staff there to say, okay, what's your name, what's your occupation, and that was also at a different time. We're talking about the 1890s through the early 1900s. There was no such thing as domestic terrorism in those days. There was never a death to America. There was no 9/11 at that point. It was a totally different time. You cannot compare the two. You just can't. But even with that aside, okay, they went through legal processes. They were given legal papers. They don't give legal papers at the border. You don't even come with legal papers. All you come with is yourself. Okay, where's your identification? Okay, we don't know who you are. And now it's just been revealed that a majority of the people who just recently arrived in the last caravan or so are not from South America. A lot of them are from other countries. And all you got to do is just hop on a plane and just head over to South America. And then you can be part of the caravan. But, so, now, which I thought was kind of funny, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, guys. That couldn't be helped. So I now forgot where I was. But that's okay. I think I know where I was. No, it wasn't that. Yeah, I know you thought it was that, but it's not that. Okay, anyway. I did a video some time ago about them saying the candidates, Democratic candidates, saying, yeah, we will decriminalize border crossings and offer free health care for everybody, because everybody is entitled to it. It's their right to receive health care. Okay. But so, okay. I can see you can't. Yeah. But, anyway. So I started going through the routine. I remember the routine I went through. And about all these flights are going to start coming in from France, from Germany, from the UK, from, everywhere. And then this at LAX and Dulles and O'Hare and Newark and LaGuardia, JFK, all these airports, all these flights are going to start coming in. There's about 300 on that flight. And we're talking about one airport, folks. One airport arriving at LAX. One airport arriving at JFK. Another airport, LaGuardia, O'Hare, Dulles. All these airports. Of about 300 people each flight. How many flights come in per day? Think about how many flights each day. At each airport, of about a few hundred people on each flight coming to the United States to receive free health care. Right? We're talking hundreds of thousands of people. More than all the caravans since Trump's presidency combined. Okay? Probably we're talking about another few million people coming in to the airports. So they decriminalized border crossings. Excuse me. This is water, by the way. See, it's water. Not that warmer, that candidate who wants to drink beer. Please. I'm gonna get me a beer. Oh my God. You don't even know what you're gonna get. That you have to think about it. I'm gonna get me a beer. Yes, I'll get. No. If you gotta think of what beverage you're gonna get, I think you're drinking too much of it. That's my thinking on it. I think you're drinking too much beer if you can't remember the beverage you want to drink. Okay. Anyway, and I don't forget what this one is. This is I know it's water. Ha ha ha. Trying to be funny. And I don't think it's succeeding. That's okay. Anyway. So, I was watching Harris Faulkner in Outnumbered on Fox News. And they were talking about decriminalization of border crossings. And ever since they talked about that during the debates, we've been hearing a lot, decriminalization of border crossings, decriminalization of border crossings, decriminalization. Just like they're calling for decriminalization of marijuana, decriminalization of drugs, Decriminalization of speeding, decriminalization of this, decriminalization of that. Let's get rid of all the laws and make sure nothing is a crime. Okay. If it was criminalized, it was that way for a reason. Now, of course, we can't say that about prohibition. But you see, with prohibition, they realize their mistake. Okay? They realize their mistake and say, oops, we made a mistake. Okay, we're going to appeal prohibition. Okay, but, alright, well, that's another topic altogether. But, anyway, the point I'm making, the point I'm trying to make anyhow, okay, is that I kept hearing decriminalization of border crossings. And all of a sudden, it hit me. BAM! BAM! Wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot I had this light on. Because I got light on my head. Just a minute. Okay, there we go. Now I look normal. Now it'll look like I'm enveloped in white. In a bright light. There's a lot of heat in that bulb. And it was getting pretty hot. Okay. Anyway. Decriminalization of border crossings. Wow. You know what that means? That means, okay, that for the last couple of years, Democrats were saying that crossing the border is not a crime. Okay, so you say it's a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime because they're declaring asylum and blah blah blah. It's not a crime because they're fleeing their countries because they fear for their lives, while they proudly display the flag of their country they're scared of. You know, and where they say, where one caravan member said, "I'm not a criminal, I'm a good worker." So that means, if your argument for coming to America is not for anything other than wanting work, then you cannot claim asylum. You are coming to America for financial stability and improvement of lives, being a hard worker, etc., etc. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, we want you. But you got to come through legally. You want to come into our country, we're more than happy to have you. You just got to do it legally. Just go through the legal channels. Just go to the United States Embassy in your country. Okay, apply for citizenship, like so many other people did. And when you go through that whole process, you become a legalized citizen. And you would be considered a citizen of the United States. No question at all. When you go through legal channels. So if you are unhappy with situation in your country, that you're denied the ability to work or whatever, financial hardship, whatever, and you want to take part in the American dream and live a better life, I'm all for that. Just come to the legal channels and I will welcome you with open arms. I like to did that with someone I met online, and when she said that her whole family went through the legal process, they're coming into China, and they recently arrived in the States after their legalization went through, and she says to me, I'm here in this country, and my whole family moved here. We're naturalized citizens now. We went through the legal channels, and I can't wait to enjoy everything this country has to offer. And I said, congratulations. Welcome to America. Welcome to the United States. And I hope that you'll be able to enjoy all the good this country has to offer you. Welcome. And if you want, I could be your personal guide to American culture, if you like. But I'm so happy you're here. They came through legal channels. When you come to legal channels, then the United States knows exactly the kind of people they are. But if you're crossing the border without any identification, without any papers, without any histories, we don't know who you are. We don't know if you're the actual parents of these children or you're acting like them. Hell, I was dealing with a couple of women who wanted me, because she was supposed to get an inheritance, she wanted me to pretend that I was her husband so she could get the inheritance. I said, hell no. I said, hell no. I ain't pretending to be somebody I'm not. And what? Just so you can get inheritance? No. No. It doesn't work that way. Okay, it doesn't work that way. You know, that's fraud. That's fraud, and I'm not going to participate in fraud. Okay. And then, of course, when I talked about the candidate and the member of Congress, and they're trying to get some people in the from the caravans. I'll sneak you into the country. Shh, don't worry. I'll sneak you in. I know a way to do it. And I'll sneak you in so they'll never notice. Shh. Be very quiet. And don't say anything. I'll say everything. And I'll get you in this country. You know, it reminds me of that episode of The Twilight Zone. Okay. I forget the name of the episode. Damn, I forget the name of the episode. But it was the episode where Hyder Simpson was killed along with his dog at a coon hunt, right? When he wakes up, he discovers that he and the dog had drowned going after a coon. And so now they find themselves at a long road with a fence. Come up to a gate, and the guy in the gate says, "Oh, we weren't expecting anybody today. Oh, what's your name?" "Hyder Simpson." "When did you die?" "Oh, there's no doubt. If you were here, if you didn't die, you wouldn't be here." And he says, "Oh, you can come in, but we can't let the dog in." No, there's another place for dogs. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You go inside the gate, look around if you like what you see, and later on, I'll sneak the dog in, when nobody's looking. And Simpson said, "Hell no." Well, you'd say that on TV, but he says, "If I'm going through that gate, my dog's going in likewise. I don't want my dog to think he ain't welcome. So I'm going to be proud to walk through that gate, and my dog Riff, he's going to be proud to go in there with me. I don't want him to think he's coming where he wants. But it's breaking the rules, but I'll sneak him in." He says, friend, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I'll just keep going where this road is going. Well, Hire Simpson, you keep going, but you'll be going forever because that's eternity road. He says, we'll be fine. So they walk up the gate, up the fence. And along comes an angel and he says, are you Hire Simpson? He says, yes, but I don't know who you are. Oh, that's okay. Heaven is just up the road and I'm here to welcome you to heaven. I thought that was heaven down there. You didn't get anybody to mess with down there, did you? Yeah, he wanted me to come in and sneak the dog in later. He says, if I, what kind of place, that would be a hell of a place, with our dog. Oh, Mr. Hire Simpson, you ain't far wrong. That is hell. Heaven's up yonder a bit. Well, I'll be. Now, why did that fella lie to me? What is so wrong that they have to sneak the dog in? Well, Hire Simpson, they were feared that the dog was going to warn you when he took a whiff of that fire and brimstone. They say that a man could walk into hell with both eyes open, but even the devil can't fool the dog. The dog would have warned you, and that's what Rick would have done. I tell you, how's the coon hunting up here, son? Oh, the cootin's up here is fine, Hatter. Matter of fact, there's one right out the square dance. Are you sure it's not a rectangle dance or a triangle dance? We're sure, Hire Simpson. It's a square dance. And that's after dinner. That's supper. So welcome to heaven, Hire Simpson, and welcome, Riff. We're so happy that you and your human can enjoy heaven. So the point I'm making is that when somebody has to break the rules, okay, and sneak somebody in here without proudly going through, there's something wrong there. That's why I said about the drugs. If you are so darn proud to smoke your weed, to smoke your meth, whatever it is, to snort your cocaine, if you're so proud of it, why do you have to hide it from the police? All you gotta do, why not be proud of it? Yes, officer, that's my pot. And I'm entitled to take my pot or smoke my pot. That's my drugs, officer. That's mine. And I'm damn proud to smoke my pot. I'm proud to snort my cocaine. And you can't do a dang thing about it, officer. Because that's mine. That is mine. And I have every right to do it. But they don't do it, do they? No. They hide it. They hide the marijuana. The woman hides it in her bra. Another one says, no, officer, that's not mine. That's not mine. That's not mine. Well, considering nobody in this car is claiming the drug is theirs, well, then I'm going to charge all three of you with it. Which is no different than what happened in college when the drunk people at the drunk party blew up the bathroom and no one claimed responsibility. So we all had to burden the cost of repair because no one was willing to stand up and say, I'm sorry, take responsibility. Yes, I did it. I'm the one. Please, don't make them suffer for what I did. I'm the one who blew up the bathroom. I'll take the full brunt of it because it's my actions. I'm the one who did it. But nobody did. Nobody did. They said, nope, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. See, no one's claiming they did it. I guess you're all going to have to be responsible and share the cost of repair. And that's what happens, folks. And so, anyway, so I'll sneak you in the country. I'll coach you. I'll coach you and tell you what to say. I could sneak into the country. Okay, yeah. Right? But anyway, the point I'm making is that they're saying, oh, it's their right to come into our country, even without going through the legal process. Because everybody's entitled to enter our country and just feed off all our resources. Until they started talking about decriminalizing border crossings. And I heard it for a few days during the debates and all the days following. Decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization of border crossing. Until it hit me today. Oh my gosh. All the Democrats who are saying it's no crime to come into our country. We're a country of immigrants. The words of the Statue of Liberty, they want a better life, and them coming in, hey, we're compassionate as Americans. We welcome the people coming in. Because people are not illegal. But they talked about decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization of border crossing. Decriminalization. And all these Democrats who are pushing for decriminalization of border crossing by intending or fighting for decriminalization of the border crossing. They're already admitting crossing the border is a crime. All the Democrats who say it's not a crime to enter our country, even if it's walking, across a bridge, or just walking onto our country, that's not a crime. No way is that a crime. But we're going to decriminalize the border crossing. If you have to decriminalize border crossing, then by intending to decriminalize it, you are admitting that border crossing is a crime. If you have to decriminalize it, it has to be a crime to begin with. I'm like, wow. And it just hit me now. It hit me today. I've been hearing it for almost a week or more. And now it hit me. Decriminalization of border crossing. To decriminalize it, that means it's a crime. It has to be a crime to decriminalize it. So they're admitting that crossing the border is a crime. It's illegal. So, people are not illegal. There's no such thing as illegal people. That was the argument for about a year and a half. I think from 2017 or so, that all the SJWs and all the Democrats who are rounding up at these rallies and protests, that people are not illegal. People are not illegal. There's no such thing as a legal person. People aren't illegal. And now 2 years later, or a year and a half later, they're now shooting for decriminalization of border crossing. So, they went from fighting against the notion of the people being illegal to the border crossing being illegal. Where's your argument that people are not illegal? What happened to that argument? It disappeared. It disappeared. I haven't heard a peep out of that argument. I have not heard for months and months and months the argument that people are not illegal. That argument just floated away like an old dandelion off in the weeds. It's gone. Oh, it just turned into flakes off of the dandelion, and it all disappeared. Illegal people, what's that? I don't remember that. Border crossing. Oh, we gotta decriminalize it. We have to decriminalize it. So that's the only way to get people into this country the way we want them to. We have to decriminalize border crossings. So you're admitting, so that whole argument about people not being illegal, you are now admitting what we have been telling you all along. We have been arguing your claim that we call people illegal. We say illegal immigrants. Oh, no. These people are not illegal. No. Immigrant, okay, is a status of whether or not someone is a citizen or whatever. Okay. Illegal immigrant. Not illegal person. But their argument was people are not illegal. We're not saying people, we're saying immigrant. What the hell does that matter? You're calling these people illegal. No. We're calling being an immigrant is part of a process. The process of becoming a citizen in our country, which they're now fighting citizenship question. Okay, so it's like a dog or cat chasing its tail. You know, it just goes round and round and round and round and round. It just goes from one to another, and it keeps chasing itself, and it keeps circular reasoning round and round and round and round. You know, well, is an immigrant. Well, immigrant is a process. The process is to go into being a naturalized citizen. Well, we don't want citizenship question on the 2020 census because we are afraid. We're terrified, absolutely terrified. We're more scared than Janet Leigh in Psycho being killed in the shower. Okay. We're more terrified that our beloved immigrants, people, will be considered illegal, but they're not illegal people. But that's all changed now. Now they're not arguing about illegal immigrants or equaling immigrant to person. Okay. It's the process. And border crossing is a process. Border crossing is a verb. It's sort of a noun, okay? But it's a noun. It's a compound noun derived from a verb. The verb is to cross. I crossed, she crossed, it crossed. I crossed over a four-leaf clover, and I overlooked B3. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, crossing over the border is a process. It's a verb. I crossed over into your country. Over the border. Over the border. I wish upon a star where the cloud. No. Anyway, over the border. Now, you cross over the border. So border crossing has to be a crime for you to want to decriminalize it. Oh, you know, sometimes I'm scared when I get to be this smart. But, you know, how come I thought of this? This is why I said before about one person can see things nobody else can see. It when I just presented this to somebody, you know, already that my revelation, right? What I just realized that it has to be a crime to decriminalize it. So they're admitting border crossing is a crime if they want to decriminalize it. So all these Democrats who said, oh, it's not a crime, these people are not illegal, they're admitting they are. They're admitting that the process of being an immigrant, which is a person immigrating to another country. Look it up in the dictionary. Look it up in the dictionary. An immigrant is a person wanting to immigrate to another country. So it's a process. A immigrant or migrant, right? Yes, it's a noun, but it's a noun that includes a process of naturalization, a process of becoming a citizen in another country. But they're saying immigrant equals person. So an illegal immigrant is the same as an illegal person. And I'm like, you just don't get it, do you? Are you that clueless? Hello, anybody home? Think, McFly, think. Right? Hello, is there anybody home? Well, they took an x-ray of my head and they didn't find a damn thing. You know what? I believe it. That somebody examined your head, they didn't find anything. I believe it. Oh, yeah. I believe it. Anyway, that is part of what I want to talk about. The other, so just remember the next time you hear Democrats calling for a decriminalization of border crossing, that by calling for that, they are admitting that border crossing the border is a crime. It is illegal. Because why decriminalize something that isn't a crime, that isn't illegal? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm going to decriminalize stopping at a stop sign. I'm going to decriminalize wearing your seatbelt. I'm going to decriminalize not murdering anybody. I'm going to decriminalize. You can't decriminalize something that isn't a crime. The only thing you can decriminalize is something that's already a crime. Mass murder, we're going to decriminalize mass murder. We're going to decriminalize kissing. Kissing ain't a crime. You can't decriminalize it. It's not a crime. I'm going to decriminalize hugging. But hugging's not a crime. How can you decriminalize something that isn't a crime? So by them calling for the decriminalization of border crossing, they have to admit that it is a crime. Or else, why decriminalize something that ain't a crime? Anyway, I hope all you guys can remember that. Next time you hear Democrats calling for decriminalize of something that they say is not a crime. Anyway, that's one thing. The other I want to say is that my friend, who objected to my sending him pro-life video, started to attack me, and in doing so, just ran off a tirade of tired left-wing talking points. Trump equals Hitler. That he believes what AOC said about the conditions at the border, at the retention centers. But I'll tell you this, AOC may be Trump's biggest ally about that. Because AOC is very vocal, and many people listen to her. And I'm sure a lot of people are from the countries who want to come here. People from other countries who want to come here. And when they hear what AOC says about conditions in America, oh hell, they don't want to come here. They won't want to come here. Oh, I heard about the water in America, and they're making people drink out of toilets. Do I want to be on a caravan? No thanks. No, I'll stay here. It doesn't sound like going to America, so it's a good idea. They make people drink out of toilets. Not for me. No, I'll stay in this country. And then they find out the caravan organizers, that's why they have no takers. Because hell no, nobody wants to come to America now. Now because of the way that the way they're treated. So AOC may be Trump's biggest PR agent, to stop these caravans. And the caravans will slow down to a grinding halt. Oh my God, did you hear about the conditions in America? They make women drink out of toilet bowls? Oh hell no, I ain't coming to the United States. Oh hell no. I don't care how much money you pay me. I ain't going to America now. Now that I hear what's going on. Thank you, AOC. You just did President Trump a huge favor. But so he said, my friend said, Trump is Hitler, and all the detention centers down are concentration camps, and blah blah blah. And I have no intention to be murdered. Me and my husband, we're gonna go down. We're gonna move out of this country, and I will pray for you every day, and I hope you will be okay, because I have no intention to be murdered by President Trump. I'm like, oh my gosh. Whoa. Thank you, mainstream media. Thank you for making everybody. And you want to hear what's funny? They called Trump fear-mongering. They accused Trump of fear-mongering. I have never heard such panic to come from my friend about what they're told about Trump. My gosh. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that falls under hypocrisy, double standard. I wonder. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.